Happy Friday, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to Business Daily. I'm Lee Ji-yoon in Seoul. Before we get started, let's see what we have lined up for you this morning. Have you planned your summer vacation getaway? We tell you some of Korea's hot summer travel spots as local businesses try to reach out to more visitors this year. They're not only cute, but they're also becoming more popular among people who live alone. Many vegetables are seeing a surge in sales this year. We have these stories and more coming right up. Korea's producer price index has held steady with figures from last month showing no significant change from May. The Bank of Korea says June's index stood at 101.8, posting a 3.6% drop on year. Prices had been on a slide since 2013 on the back of falling oil prices before inching up slightly in May. The price of coal and petroleum products in June edged up 0.9% on month, while the price of agricultural goods fell. The producer price index is typically reflected in consumer prices in 1 or 2 months. Daewoo Shipbuilding and Marine Engineering has maintained its title as the world's top shipbuilder in order backlog for the 8th consecutive month. That's according to London-based market researcher Clarkson Research Services, which said that Daewoo's Okpo shipyard logged 8.8 million compensated gross tonnage in accumulated order backlog in June, bypassing Hyundai Heavy Industries again since November. The company has received orders worth $3.5 billion so far this year. Korea's National Pension Service is set to announce reform measures of the institute this coming Tuesday and lay out plans to restructure its operations. Korea Institute for Health and Social Affairs will discuss the government's plans on overhauling fund management and governance. It reportedly will include plans on establishing the Fund Management Center as a state-run institute and raising the current status of the Fund Review Committee. The newly struck Iran nuclear deal, if everything goes to plan, will no doubt help Korean companies to restart business activities with Iran. And our Shin Se-min takes an in-depth look at some of the potential impact that this historic agreement could have on the local economy.
Korean firms are gearing up to resume their business in the oil-rich country now that the Iran nuclear deal has passed their first hurdle. Data by the Korea International Trade Association shows that trade volume between the two countries peaked in 2011, but fell after stifling economic sanctions were imposed in 2012. The biggest beneficiaries in Korea are expected to be in the shipbuilding, petrochemical, and construction sectors. And Korean builders are hoping to be the biggest winners as Iran was their 4th largest offshore market before the sanctions were set.
With the normalization of the economy there, Korean firms could construct a $43 billion market, thanks to the good reputation they've built.
Auto parts, home appliances, and cosmetics are also promising export items. Korean products took up nearly 70% of the Iranian home appliance market last year, thanks to a lifting of sanctions on some consumer products.
The Iranian government fostered domestic industries like automobiles, which eventually boosted Korean exports of auto parts and steel plates.
Iran, which has the world's 4th largest oil reserves, is expected to gradually ramp up production, pushing down global oil prices and eventually helping shipping companies save on costs. But experts say companies shouldn't get too excited just yet.
Currently, the trade volume between the two is less than 1% of Korea's total trade, so prospective companies should seek to enter industries other Korean firms haven't yet explored.
The government has vowed to support Korean firms by setting up a help center and keeping close tabs on the market as the competition for contracts and lingering economic uncertainties could put local companies at a disadvantage. Shin Se-min, Business Daily.
If you go grocery shopping these days, you'll notice more people are filling their carts with vegetables, but not just any greens. A lot of them are really tiny. These mini veggies are receiving plenty of love from consumers who are looking for both taste and convenience. Our Lee Ju-young has the story.
In this greenhouse, cucumbers are being harvested, But if you look closely, they're quite small. In fact, they're only about 1/3 the size of normal cucumbers.
I started harvesting these miniature cucumbers 7 years ago, but it wasn't very profitable. Starting last year, though, demand has surged, and now I'm seeing some profits.
From mini asparagus to baby bell peppers and Brussels sprouts, the popularity of mini veggies is evident in sales figures at Korea's biggest supermarkets. Despite crimped overall sales figures at supermarkets last month due to the MERS outbreak, sales of both mini cucumbers and asparagus grew roughly 40% compared to the same time last year. Sales of shallots, which were introduced for the first time this year, jumped 23-fold from May. The miniature vegetables are more popular among those who live alone because the tiny morsels are not only better for food preparation, but storage as well. Plus, they're just as nutritious.
At first, I bought them because they're really cute, but they're very tasty and good for outings, so I keep buying them.
With summer here, more people will be out and about enjoying leisure activities. And as demand increases for mini vegetables, more farmers will also see a happy share of increased profits. Lee Ju-young, Business Daily.
It's that time of the year again. The summer vacation season is here. And where is everyone headed this summer to escape the heat? Our Eunice Kim might have the answer. Hello there, Eunice.
Hey, good morning, June. Yeah, one of the surefire options, perhaps, a water park.
Wow. Someone fly me over there right now.
It looks so fresh,
yes.
Doesn't it? Yeah.
I think we need that in the summer heat right now.
Absolutely. And you know what some might find unique is that Koreans generally take their holidays during a window from the end of July through the middle of August. Now, vacationers will opt to jump on a plane to head overseas before. This year, they're being encouraged to spend their leisure time and money here at home.
The endless waters of Jeju Island. Reopened to the public since the first week of July, officially kickstarting the holiday season. It's not too busy yet as the water temperature is still chilly, but some are trickling in to spend a long weekend.
My friends and I came out for our vacation. Feels great seeing the vast and clean ocean.
Another iconic beach spot is Busan's Haeundae Beach. The strip of sand, doubled in size this season, is awaiting visitors, together with an added children's area.
We're zoning in on domestic travelers with our campaign Let's Go to Busan this summer, with events in Myeongdong, Daejeon and Daegu.
That's right. Hit hard by overseas visitors canceling their trips last month, local travel agencies and businesses are turning their eyes to domestic travelers, hoping to lure them in with discounts of up to 50% and 60%. But will it be enough to recuperate lost profits and recover for the rest of the year?
Well, Eunice, I remember on Wednesday in our report you told us about how Korea lost on a year 500,000 overseas visitors.
That's right.
In June, so I can understand why businesses are trying to reach out to more local travelers this year. But is it working?
Well, you know, it might be a little bit early to say for sure, and certainly there are a lot of reasons for people to stay domestically this year. Let's go ahead and take a look at a poll that an online job portal took on some 1,300 workers. It found a majority were, in fact, planning domestic trips this year, 54%, and less than 17% said they were planning a vacation abroad. Now, interestingly, those who expressed the most interest in overseas trips were people in their 20s and 30s, but get this, also those in their 60s, 4 times more than their peers who said they were planning on spending their summer break in Jeju this year.
And I wonder what the reasons could be.
Well, you know how there's a popular show as well, called 꽃할배.
Oh, yes,
yeah,
yes.
so a lot of older generation also wondering what it would be like to be abroad. But as you know, the tourism sector here in Korea is not the only sector that is hurting, also the economy at large. So this is encouraging a lot of companies to also encourage their workers to spend a longer and perhaps early summer vacation this year. They're taking an average of 4.6 days off. That is slightly more than last year at 4.2. This according to a survey on some 421 companies. They're also spending an average of 590,000 won this year. That's about $516.
All right, 4.6 days off. All right. Well, I've heard it's already really difficult to find plane tickets to some of the hot vacation spots here in Korea.
Absolutely, and pensions and condos as well at those popular spots. And also, I heard that water parks and camping sites are seeing double traffic compared to that of last year. Now, while this may not add up to the most restful vacation for everyone, it certainly will help the domestic economy. In fact, according to the Federation of Korean Industries, of 10% of Koreans who go abroad instead spent their money at home, that'll translate to a $3.7 billion boost for the domestic economy and also create, get this, more than 54,000 jobs.
Wow. So hearing that, I think my next vacation should be somewhere here in Korea.
And so many options too that we haven't seen yet, right?
But then I don't know when my next vacation is going to be, so.
Ooh, yeah, we're going to have to work on that one.
All right. Thank you so much for coming in today, Eunice.
You bet.
And that wraps it up for today and this week. Hope you're able to walk you through the week with news that matter to you. Thanks for watching and have a great weekend, everyone.